Well, it's been a busy week, it has, and if you blinked, you might have missed something. But don't worry though, I'm Joshua Smith and welcome to the official Mac News Roundup, where we round up some of the week's biggest news in just a few short minutes. Keep it locked because we've got the lowdown on Apple's latest iPad/iMac keynote, Google's latest products, and even more, so don't go anywhere. Now, if there's one thing I know, it's that Apple has made some major noise this year, releasing iOS 8, the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, announcing the Apple Watch, and just this week, they made even more changes to their current roster. Yes, Cupertino was the place to be, as the iPad Air 2, iPad Mini 3, and Retina iMac stole the tech spotlight. As per usual, the keynote started with Apple's latest fun facts and statistics, but by the end of the show, all eyes were on the 18% thinner iPad Air 2 and the pixel crazy Retina iMac. Details regarding all of these products and the whole keynote itself can be found on Coltomac.com. And you can of course get your details right here on, you already know, Coltomac TV. I'm talking Touch ID iPads, new Mac Minis, and even more. Another keynote of Apple doing what Apple does best. Once again, finding a way to empty our wallets. Jeez. Now it's time to hear what you, the people, are saying. Welcome to a little segment I like to call Look Who's Talking, a piece of the show where I round up some of the most interesting posts from the past week's Tech Talk. Apple keynotes were a hot topic, but what were people really thinking about it all? Well, it looks like Tim Harrison wasn't feeling it. Take a look at his tweet and see he called this week's event the most boring Apple event ever. He even cracked a joke of there not being a Chinese translator bombarding the live stream. I'll admit, I'm right there with you, Tim. Part of me was hoping for a little bit more. They bought Beats Electronics, but I still see no headphones. They killed the iPod Classic, but still no iPod refresh. Apple, tell me, do you even hear our cries? Take a look at my retweets though, and this one kinda got me laughing as well. Famous tech YouTuber Marcus Brownlee made actually a pretty good point, saying, wait, the iPad mini still has the A7 processor from last year, joking that Touch ID was all Apple added to the iPad mini 3. And well, he makes a good point. Our very own Buster Hine wrote his own feature addressing his thoughts on the iPad mini 3, and this may be something you'll want to check out before making an upgrade. There's Touch ID, and now there's gold as a color option, but not much more. Well, if you're talking, I want to know what you have to say on the topic. Did you like the keynote, or are you picking up a new iMac or iPad? Go ahead, tweet at me at JustJoshua123 and let me hear you. Let's get talking. Lastly, let's close it off with a new segment called Rapid Replies, where we run through some of this week's headlines and reply with our initial reaction. There's not really much more to it than to do it. Are you ready? Let's go. Just this week, Google unveiled their newest phone, the Nexus 6, with a 5.98-inch massive display. As soon as I heard that, shots were definitely fired at the iPhone 6 Plus. But really, this has to stop soon. We can't start walking around with laptops for phones. Really, people. Feeling hungry but you don't eat meat? How about a burger that acts like it's meat because it bleeds like real meat? It's called the Impossible Cheeseburger and is a veggie burger that will hit your wallet for about 20 bucks. But my only question is, if you don't eat meat, why would you be trying to eat something that's basically just like it, but not really it? That's like wanting an iPad but getting an Android tablet. Come on, it's just common sense. Apple's new iPads were just announced, but days prior, both the iPad Air 2 and iPad Mini 3's images and details were leaked in a user guide before the keynote. Jokes were cracked in the presentation, but I don't think I need to even say anything else. Apple's known for product secrecy, the big surprise. What happened, Apple? Really? What would Jobs think? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a full week of news in minutes. And you can guarantee I'm going to be here next week to do it all again. Make sure that you stay tuned to Coltomac TV for more and click subscribe to make sure that you don't miss a new one next week. This has been Joshua Smith at Coltomac.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.